Joining us now, Editor-in-Chief of Foreign Policy, Ravi Agrawal. Ravi, yesterday you and I were talking about the meeting between Keir Starmer and President Trump, and you said don't pay too much attention to the theatrics. I got to ask you about that today because we got a theatrical moment in the White House.
We did indeed. Now, in as much as we are paying attention to the theatrics, this is a reality TV presidency after all. I think it's worth contrasting Starmer's performance in this very same setting versus Zelensky. Starmer knew exactly what to do. He had the right script. He walked in with a letter from King Charles inviting Trump for a second state visit. That is exactly what Trump wanted to hear. There was pomp and circumstance involved, flattery, bribery of sorts. All of that is exactly the point of these meetings and the reason why they're televised in the way that they are, often not once, but twice with a lunch in between. And I think with Zelensky today, he ended up becoming a bit standoffish. I mean, we can criticize Trump and Vance all we want, but if you look at it from the perspective of this was the point was the TV, the point was for Trump to appear almost like a monarch. The moment where that meeting sort of went south, as it were, is when Zelensky dared to break with that script, when he appeared defiant, when he said, why don't you come to Ukraine and see it for yourself? That wasn't the point of this meeting.
What's going to happen after this? Because you had Zelensky making that call with Macron, with Mark Rutte of NATO. Do you see there being a more definitive break between the EU and the UK and the United States? Do they start trying to go this alone? Can they go this alone?
Can they is a very tough question, and the answer is no, not immediately. Will they is a very different one. I think this is where, your first question to me about not paying too much attention to TV, or at least the reality TV of these dramatic moments, that this is a good time to come back to that. All of this could be forgiven and forgotten. You never know. I mean, in sort of the dramatic kind of TV world of Trump, we are just meant to be paying attention to all of this. And so there could be twists and turns to come. I think, if Zelensky acknowledges now that he misstepped really in the performance of what was expected here, and you can see that already from his tweet afterwards in which he thanked Trump and Vance, he thanked the American people. He's already trying to be conciliatory, or is being advised to be conciliatory. So what comes next now is probably real diplomacy. I think the lesson is that diplomacy wasn't meant to be conducted in front of billions of eyes with TV cameras in the room. We're meant to report on it as journalists. We're meant to talk about it on TV afterwards. But it's not meant to be seen by the world in the way that we just saw.
It's usually not. Usually a president has the foreign leader next to them. They take maybe one question that is screamed out from the press. It's a shaking hands, a hello to the cameras, here we are, and the press leaves. But Donald Trump has changed that. He holds court. He wants these events to be made for TV. He wants to be answering questions from the press. He extends them out. It's just not like anything any other president had done in the past, even what Donald Trump was doing the first 4 years of his presidency. Ravi, really good to have you. Thanks for coming back. I appreciate it.